Black women, how many of you are like me? You love your grandmother, your mom, your older aunts, older cousins, second, third cousins, you know, the elderly ladies in your family. And you don't want to see them hurt. You don't want to see them disrespected. And you'll do anything to protect them. The reason why I say that is because I asked that question is because I was recently watching some videos about ISIS and how they took over this small Christian ethnic group of people called Yazidis. These were people that were not Muslim, but they had been in that region for a long time, like hundreds, thousands of years. And to make a long story short, what ISIS did, they rounded up all the children and they separated the men from the women, and within the women group, they separated the older women from the younger women. And the first thing that they did was that they took all the older women and they basically just shot them dead. They made them run out into the desert and then they shot them dead. And I was really surprised about that because I thought in just about all cultures, the elderly were considered to be respectable, respected, valued members of any society. I was shocked to see older women. I mean, these were grandmothers, these were aunts, some of them were even great-grandmothers. And they were killed because I guess ISIS didn't see any value in them at all. And they took the young girls as young as 6 years old and sold them on the auction block, completely naked, as slaves, raped them, killed them, those that were raped to death, mostly young girls, children. And I thought to myself, the older ladies, like, no respect for the elderly, none. I mean, these were grandmothers, these were aunts, these were great-grandmothers. And the reason why I say that is to say this. I am noticing a huge amount of loathing and hatred, not just geared towards black women from black men, but specifically older black women. I'm looking at videos, black woman video contents, and a lot of the black men are saying, fuck these old bitches, kill these old black hoes, they're worthless, let these broads die out, these old bitches are finished. And, eventually that's going to, flow over into, society. In all different types of forms. And I'm kind of slowly starting to see it. Like, I take the train, right, in Los Angeles. I mean, this place is, like, booming in terms of construction, and it's really booming. It's crazy. We're trying to compete with, like, New York. But in any case, I digress. But I'm noticing that when older black ladies get on the train and it's crowded, like, men of other races will offer them a seat. I can honestly say that. And older black men will offer them a seat, but like guys like, in their 20s, like our age, like in their 20s and 30s, they look at them with hatred and, they put their face in their cell phones. By the way, what's up with black guys putting their face in their cell phones? That's crazy. I do a lot of observation, lots of observation. But anyway, I'm noticing that there's a huge amount of disrespect that's being focused on older black women, and it's coming from black men. And some of the things that I see, it's like, I don't want these guys to disrespect, the older ladies in my family. And I know a lot of you guys don't want your grandmother and your mom and your great grandmother, your older aunts to be disrespected, by these young black guys that, for whatever reason, they hate, they hate older ladies, for whatever reason. It's crazy, because you're supposed to respect your elders, men and women. They're old, and it's a reason why they're old, because the Lord has allowed them to live that long. And you're supposed to protect the elderly, but I am noticing a huge amount of hatred, man, towards older black ladies. And it's like, I want you guys to really watch out for your grandmothers, watch out for your mom, watch out for your older, aunties, because these black guys, they have a hatred for older black women. And let me tell you something, black women, listen to me very carefully. When people hate you, when they despise you, when they loathe you, eventually it will show in their behavior and their treatment and their attitude towards you. And I see like black women, like older ones, that get on the train, and they get pushed, when the black guys are trying to get on or get off. It's crazy. And I'm very fearful for the older black ladies, because a lot of them are just trying to live their life. And I'm telling you, these black guys, they're talking about, kill these bitches, let these old bitches die, fuck these old hoes, and, these just horrible things about old. These are our elderly. These are the elders of our community. You don't want to see your grandmother get, disrespected, yelled at, pushed around, talked bad, towards, and you don't want that. And I'm very concerned that like older black women are going to really, get the heat big time. These guys, these black guys today, they have a perpetual hatred for black women, but it's really, really, really even more so concentrated towards older black women. So just protect them, when you're out and about with your mom, your aunt, your grandmother, and you're around a bunch of black guys, just protect them, look out for them, watch out for them, because, some of the stuff that I see, some of the comments is just like crazy. Like, let me tell you something. I've taken journalism courses, and I do a lot of research. I can't tell you like everything that I do, but man, it's like, I watch trends. I pay attention to human behavior, change in human behavior, change in attitudes, everything. And I am noticing that there is a strong, growing amount of loathing and hatred and disgust towards older black women. So yeah, just protect them and watch out for them, and encourage the older black ladies in your family to take self-defense. Encourage them to get a firearm, because they have a right to protect themselves. These black guys they're just swimming in hatred, swimming in it, drowning in it, drenched and just soaked in hatred, soaked in it. It's one thing to be bigoted and prejudiced and racist and hateful towards people outside of your ethnic circle. But damn, when you hate your own kind, it's like, fuck. And see, with me, I know that with that, what's his name? Angry Madman. I know that, I said, I hated black men, but man, that didn't just come overnight. That, that, was in the making over like a couple of years, or so. So it's like these guys, I'm seeing it even like in young boys, like, little kids, like sometimes I'll take the train and like, it'd be like around maybe 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And these kids are getting out of school. And the young black boys, it's like crazy. They're just totally disrespectful. Not to me, but like the older black ladies. It's like, it's crazy calling them like names and stuff. So just protect them, because I'm telling you right now, man, when the shit hits the fan, the elderly, older black women are going to get it really bad if they don't know how to protect themselves. They're going to get it bad. It's like, if you have a grandmother or an older aunt, or even if, you know, your mom is older, if they live alone, encourage them to take self-defense. Encourage them to get a firearm. Encourage them to stock up their home. You know, that's important. If you have an older female family member that lives in a house, encourage them to update their home security. You know, it's going to get crazy out here, man. I mean, it's going to get really, really crazy. So that's what I wanted to say. Hey, look, man, you know, like I said before, there's two very important days in your life. The day that you're born and the day that you find out why. And I was born to do what I'm doing right now, to help black women and young girls, to lead them to a better path, to paradise. You know, this is my mission. If I was a selfish person, I would not have even started to make these videos last year. I would have just gone on about my business and said, well, it's every motherfucker for himself. But I'm not a selfish person. I'm a black woman. I care about black women. I care about black girls. And even though I don't have any kids yet, you know, it's like, I'm not having any children in this country. Fuck that bullshit, man. America is a dangerous place for black girls. I mean, I was looking at a video where, you know, a group of black boys, they kidnapped this like 8-year-old black girl, raped her, and set her on fire. Fuck, man. How the fuck are you gonna rape a little black girl and then set her body on fire? Man, fuck that shit, man. That is fucked up. I'm not having any kids in this country. No fucking way. I'm gonna wait until I get the fuck overseas before I have any kids. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna bring a kid into the world. Not in this fucking country, man. I mean, you got grown black men kidnapping young girls and raping them and tying them up and torturing them and killing them. Man, fuck that shit, man. These motherfuckers hate us, man. I've put up links. I've showed you, man. I mean, these guys are killing us. You got black women being chopped up, literally chopped up, dismembered, put in bags and thrown in parks. Man, I put the videos up and the links up. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So protect your mom and your grandma and your aunt, your older family members, because it is about to be some serious, dangerous bullshit going on in this country. God help us all, man. I'm out.